One more time. You want to know how to fight. There we go. All right. Hi, Chad.
Howdy, howdy.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm alive.
Yeah.
Feeling better.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Scared test back. You're still waiting your results.
Oh, I'm probably at least a week out from my results. So
Oh, and you're already feeling better.
yeah, well, who knows? Maybe I had something else. Maybe I'm just quick healing on the COVID. Who knows? At this point, just uh, yeah, I'm still feeling a bit tired and stuff, but some of the other symptoms are
Mm-hmm.
reduced. So
Hmm. Okay.
What show is tonight? 19?
18.
18.
18.
18 weeks, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, way too many weeks, dude. Way, way, way too many weeks. All right, it's 8 o'clock. It is 8 o'clock. Get done crunching away over there. All right, I'm going to start crunching away. Good evening, everybody. It's the Saturday Night Antisocial Club, number 18, Chad.
hmm
18. Recorded live on Saturday, July 18th, 2020. Quarantine Day Chicago, number 120, Chad. That's 121 for you, kid.
yeah, that's 11 squared, dude.
That's right. That's right. Ground rules, we talk about anything. We don't have to agree, but we have to be respectful. Keep it family friendly, and you're coming in hot. So if you do anything, you're going to get dumped if you break the rules, because I can dump you pretty quick. We're using two established channels for social media and make this thing work. One for the for the geocaching podcast, which you do on Wednesday nights. It costs a lot of money to make this show work, especially with the column pictures and all that. We appreciate your help. You got two ways you can help us, guys. First, you can go to paypal.me. That's paypal.me/the geocaching podcast. Make a one-time donation for any amount you want, or you can become a patron of our show and get all the extra audio, extra video, premium cost for our t-shirts and all that in our store, and you get a path tag and a sticker and all that good stuff. So you want to become a patron, you give us your money, head on over to that monthly donation. You go to patreon.com, that's patreon.com/the geocaching podcast, and you can become a patron. And there's a lot of perks to that, so I recommend that. Other than that, yeah, that's about it, Chad. So we got nothing to talk about tonight, do we? What do we got to talk about? Chad, tell me about your COVID test.
Well, basically,
Nose?
yeah. So basically, drove up to the CVS, and they have one lane basically dedicated in the drive-through dedicated to COVID testing, and then the other lane is for the pick up your prescription. So I pull up there. I'm 5 minutes early. The person who was there before me was still there, and they were still there 7 minutes afterwards. So at least it took them 12 minutes. So I finally pull up there, and the lady basically asked me to hold up my ID. Hold up my ID. I'm in a mask at this point. So and she wanted to make sure that it was me, I guess. And then she pushes a paper baggie through there that has the test. She had actually pulled out another one, showed the swab, and said, this is a swab. Stick it up one nostril, at least 1 inch, and keep going until you feel resistance.
Oh.
And then rotate it twice and hold it in there for 15 seconds, and then take it out and stick it up the other nostril and rotate it twice and hold it for 15 seconds, and then take it out, and then open up the vial that has the enzyme in it, and turn it upside down, stick it in there, and then break it off where it has a little notch in it,
Mm-hmm.
and then put the cap on it and stick it back in the bag. So it's in a plastic baggie, and keep the paperwork that's in that baggie in the baggie. Don't take it out, because that's basically the information regarding me, who I am, so
Sure.
that they can correlate the test.
Sure.
Yeah, and And then also there's a second paper baggie that has a wet wipe in there. So after you put everything back in there, wipe down the paperwork, and then take this and stick it in the white box. So there's basically like one of those hazmat uh, medicine box drops.
Mm-hmm.
They stuck outside the window, and so basically went through that process.
How long did that take?
It took me about 5 minutes. So, but apparently the person before me, it took them at least 12 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like I don't know if the person couldn't follow directions or what the deal was, but so and then also told me that I would get an email telling me that I need to activate that account within 24 hours. So it's on something like My Active or something like that, and so I'll get notified electronically when it's been the test has been done, or I can go online to that account and check out the details. So.
So you don't know how long you have to wait.
When I activated the account, they were saying that right now they're in a 6 to 10 days is about what they're running.
Okay.
So we'll see.
Okay.
And that was Thursday.
That was Thursday. What happened to like swab the cheek kind of thing? I thought they made it easier. I mean, this is you're rubbing your.
Well, there's still multiple tests out there. So this is one of the early best known tests. And then it only takes 24 hours to perform the actual test. But they've got such a queue. That's why it's 6 to 10 days.
Sure. Oh, you're in California. I bet there's a queue. Yeah.
All right.
But
So
are you quarantining for those 6 to 10 days, or what's the point?
oh yeah, I'm quarantining, so self quarantining for the period. I'm not going out in public. I've got a doctor's appointment on Monday. I had already had it. And it's through Zoom.
Right.
And then I've got a dentist appointment the following Monday, and it's like I don't know if I'm going to have my test back or not.
I would cancel that test.
And so I'm going to wait until I'm close to the cancellation point, and then if I don't have the test, then I'm going to have to call in and say, "Hey, I've had a COVID test and I haven't got the results back
Yeah,
yet.
they'll be like,
So,
no.
so can we move this back?" So
They would appreciate that, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Are you quarantining from your family or just?
not quite from my family, although kind of partially from my family. It's not like we're completely staying out of the same rooms and stuff, but it's like I've got my own cloth downstairs, so if I wash my hands in the kitchen sink, I use a different cloth, that kind of thing. Just trying to reduce the exposure.
What were your symptoms?
Symptoms were achy muscles, fever, chills, tiredness, coughing, congestion, slight sore throat. So
Could you smell things, Chad?
I could still smell things. It did not impact my appetite.
Okay, well that's good. Okay.
So that's one of the things that is, one of the potential symptoms. But then again, you don't necessarily get all the symptoms.
Right. Oh yeah, I understand.
So
All right. Well, good for you, Chad. Hope it comes back negative.
so my coffee still tastes like coffee.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah, no alcohol now. So my wife told me, it's like no alcohol until test results come back.
So we had two baseball games. Shane had one in the morning, and then had one in the late afternoon, like at 4 o'clock. So we like rushed back here. We're about 45 minutes away. But it's hot. It's like was it real feel 103 today? 104?
It was when I looked at this during the second game, so it was about 6 o'clock. It was 91 degrees, and the real feel was 103.
Yeah.
And it started raining
It was hot.
while we were there. It was weird.
Yeah, but they won. So it's a tournament, so they got to go back tomorrow.
It's good that they won.
Yeah, they're doing pretty good. Not too bad. He's having a lot of fun. So, other than that, Chad, what do you want to talk about, guys? What do you want to talk about in the chat room? We got nothing to talk about here tonight. We got no rooms. We got no Palace of Destiny tonight. And yeah, other than that, I was driving home.
And Scott and I are tired.
What are we gonna talk about? I'm exhausted. Can I just? How about I just open the room up, like let 10 people come in and they could talk, and we don't have to say a word. We could just like, I'll just go back there and watch TV for 35 minutes. And let them talk because I'm tired. I am tired. I was up early and it's really you know what I've learned, Chad, as I get older is that heat like kicks my ass.
Oh yeah.
Knocks the hell out of me. I'm like exhausted. And I was sitting there, watching a game, and I'm exhausted from doing nothing.
Yep.
Like, god damn, my poor kid who played in two of them, It's horrible.
In catcher's gear.
In
even.
catcher's gear. He caught what, 3 out of 4 innings this afternoon game?
He caught this morning
No, he
in
caught
one
3 out of
inning.
5. He caught 3 out of 5 in the afternoon.
And then 3 out of 5 in the afternoon. So.
Yeah, in 103 degrees, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He'll sleep well tonight. Yeah.
So Lisa asked, why no alcohol? Haven't heard that one. Well, my blood sugar is on the high side, not quite diabetic, but it's on the high side. And the coronavirus impacts people with diabetes harder than other individuals. So alcohol tends to have a lot of carbs in there, which raises your blood sugar level. And that is why no alcohol.
That is all. Until when? Until you find out.
Until I find out, till I'm verified that I don't have COVID. So
okay, and so we got some of as you guys know, we and guys, anybody, feel free if you want to give us a call, 808-468-7924. You want to talk about us? You want to talk about something? Give us a call, by all means. Because we got nothing to talk about, so we're just gonna chit chat here until you guys come up with something to talk about. So we got Jeep's test results, by the way. No,
well,
we sent
partial.
her DNA. We about a month ago we DNA swabbed Jeeps, and then just
Mhm.
the last month, every other day texting me going, I didn't swab it enough. I know it. They're gonna come back. No good. I know I didn't do a good job. I'm like, oh my god, relax. She's like, no, I know. It's taking too long. Why is it taking too long? And so we got what did we get? We got her
we got her health results today, which is interesting and sort of tells us a little bit. I think anyway, it gives us sort of a hint anyway of what her breeds could be. I'm going to try to bring it up because let me log in here. They tell you what genetic things they are testing for, and some of them are breed specific, like ones that that show up more in her particular breeds, even though they haven't told us what her breeds are yet. So just looking at that list of like the 8 or 10 or so that are specific to her breeds kind of is making me lean towards I think what we initially thought. Let me log in here.
Which was a GSP and a
right, a GSP, possibly Spaniel, an English Springer Spaniel, I think, and a blue tit coonhound are like the 3 that I think she is.
She looks like a coonhound. If you look at coonhound, I mean, she looks like a GSP too. But...
Yeah. I don't know what the password is. This
so Butterfly Girl's asking, did I test positive? Which no, I haven't got the results back yet. So after I got the test done this past Thursday, and I went online, online it's saying 6 to 10 days before I'll get a result. So that's another 4 to 8 days from now. So maybe by next Saturday show I'll have it, but
Wednesday. Oh no, maybe next Wednesday, next Saturday.
So there's a very, very slim chance that I'd get it by the next Wednesday show, and a good chance that I'll get the results by next Saturday show.
Yeah. And so we were laughing because we're So we're walking out of the park, out of the baseball park, uh, coming kind of way back home, and we see there's a GSP puppy, 7 weeks old, Chad, 7 weeks
Mm-hmm.
old, and I'm like, Jesse, look, she's like, oh my god, and like just dropped everything. She's like, can I pet him? And he's like, yeah, go ahead. The dog totally ignored her because the dog, Chad, hand to God, the puppy eating popcorn.
7 weeks old, and they're
Oh,
feeding the puppy popcorn.
popcorn,
Popcorn. Yeah.
popcorn, Chad. Oh, here we go.
7 weeks.
All right, the calls are coming in now, so let's bring them in.
Go ahead.
We got hello GSM times two. Hello, sir. Hello. I got you.
Hello, how are you all doing today?
How you
Other than
doing?
being really, really tired and sounding really
Yeah.
more tired
Do
than
I, do I sound tired?
We are so
It's a
tired.
long day,
We've
dude.
been outside all day.
It's a long day.
absolutely.
It's all
So I wonder if you guys had a chance to look at the cash owner dashboard and give me your impressions on it.
the cash. Oh yes, we did. Yeah, we looked at it. We talked about it on the show on Wednesday.
Yeah, a little bit. You hadn't looked at it too much, I don't think, but yeah, I'm. Well, what do you guys think of it?
I know Chad's a huge fan of it. I like it. I think it's pretty cool. Jesse, have you looked at it at all? You messed around with it at all?
Honestly, I'm sort of indifferent. I'm
Really?
not.
Look at Jesse being indifferent. And why is that?
I don't know, because I'm not one to be like, let's go look at all of my hides. And
So you
No.
saying
if it was more stats,
You're a
I would
stat
be more
person.
interested.
I know you're a stat person.
Yeah, if it was more like percentage of hides that are found by a first timer, or, who has found most of yours, or percentage of favorite points, and I don't know. I would like more stats.
Ooh, look
Just
at her.
Ooh.
just my
See, that was when
Alright.
she's tired. She gets
Well,
feisty.
that's
Look at
what Project GC is for.
that's true. And that's why I pay for Project GC.
that. I like it for what it's worth. I think it's pretty cool. I don't know how useful I'm going to find it, but I thought it was pretty cool when I looked at it.
That's exactly, Scott. It's I don't know how this would be useful to me. That's all.
Yeah. I mean, I feel.
I'm not saying I don't think it's neat.
There you go. There you go. Coon and Bud agrees with you. What do you think, GSM? What do you think, Scott?
I'm loving it. I have a whole lot of hides to be able to come in here and just look at all. I get a lot of logs, and to be able to look at them, and there they are. There's the person. There's the picture. That's probably my favorite part. But I think my most useful part is that it's encouraging me to get out, and I can see right away what needs maintenance, what needs,
Yeah.
what's disabled, what
Mhm.
I've disabled. And I'm pretty good at that. But I think what's my favorite part is hopefully other people who aren't as good at it will see that, and it'll motivate them to go out and get those caches enabled and go out
Sure.
and do that maintenance. And, so like I said, I had a whole process that I do to make sure that I maintain my caches.
Mhm.
But this is going to kind of override that, and it's just going to be much easier for me to go in here and say, oh, yeah, I do have those 4 that need maintenance, or, yeah, I got those couple that are disabled. So, yeah, I'm really liking it. What about you, Chad?
That's what mainly one of the main things that I thought was neat about it is being able to quickly sweep through there and see if any of your caches need maintenance and that kind of stuff. And, I was looking at it just the other day, and I was like, I saw one that had 2 of the last 3 were right notes. I was like, why were there 2 right notes? And then I looked at them, I was like, oh, both of them were TB drops. So,
Mm-hmm.
but
Yeah,
yeah.
I think that's really helpful, too, that you just see them all. Because if somebody puts, says this cache needs maintenance, but they don't use that attribute, they don't use that drop down,
Mhm.
I frequently will miss them. If somebody comes into Ojai, and there's a good chance they'll do 5 or 6 of my caches, and if the first 2 I look at are are Scotty Birch logs,
Right.
but the third one is, hey, this cache is cracked and is taking on water, I might not see that. Now I have a much better chance of picking that up.
Right.
So,
Oh, absolutely.
Mhm.
Right.
yeah.
Okay.
So from a maintenance perspective, I'm hoping that it's helping the game in the big picture. I
Right.
think that's what it's worth. Not necessarily, that Jesse is, seeing the stats that she wants to see, but I think big picture, it's a really good idea.
No, I'm not disagreeing. It's like I said, like just because I won't go to it, I'm not saying it's a bad idea. It's just something I personally wouldn't
Right.
use. Somebody asked in the chat room how many hides that we have. I currently, Chad, how many do you have? Do you know, Jesse? Do you know how many hides you have? I
Uh,
currently have 187 hides, but I mean, honestly,
Right.
maybe a third of those are live.
Right. I have like 60 something.
So
I
I
mean,
maybe 40 or 50.
I've only got 37 hides, but only 12 are currently active. So I had a lot more hides in Texas, and a lot of those have been archived. So I put a few out here, but I haven't put out as many as I should have.
And
So I need to get more out.
people are commenting in the chat room that it would be useful if you have a lot of hides. And
Oh,
yes, I could
absolutely.
definitely see that. If you have
Right.
power trails and geo art and, big huge series on bike trails or whatnot, definitely I could see it being useful. But for the average cache hider,
So you're saying that their focus could have been spent. They could have been spent elsewhere, is what you're saying, Jess,
could have been
for the average cashier,
for the average cacher, right?
rather than this something that you think a small minority of people will use and appreciate.
My
Well,
opinion.
Okay, fair enough. That's a fair.
I like that they're giving the cache hiders that have a lot of caches the tools that they need. So
Yep.
Oh, look at this. Is this true? Does anyone know if this is true? Barbecue, bourbon, and bluegrass event has been canceled for this year.
ooh.
Oh, is that anybody have
Let's
true?
take a look.
Jesse, check that out. GSM times 2. How many hides do you have? Just for
Currently active,
yes.
795.
Oh, get out of here with that. Seriously.
And I'm approaching my 2,000th hide, and I have like 60 on a power trail. Everything else is individual hides.
Jesus.
So as you can see, it's very helpful for me.
Nice. Chris, I saw you hung up. Call back, Chris. I just saw you hung up. I'll take your call as soon as you get back up. So you have 700.
All right, well, kids, I'll let you
Wait,
have
hold on. So you have
the other calls, and you guys have a
I
good
don't
one.
have a call yet, but if he calls back, I'll get it. So, but so you have 700. Just to make 700. So yeah, this would come in handy for you. I mean, trying to juggle that's a total nightmare.
And like I said, I had a whole system on how to keep track of it. So currently I have 4 that needs maintenance. I have 9 that are disabled. 4 of those are disabled because they're in places that are closed and can't. So I really have 5 that I need to take care of.
Good Lord. I have like 40. I have 1, and I'm like, oh, I have to go get it. All right. Thanks, Scott. We'll talk soon. Good. Be good.
You take care, kids.
Bye-bye.
See you Wednesday. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye. All right. He called back. Chris, hello. How are you?
Hey, Scott. How are you going?
Hey, how you doing? Are you from Australia? Is that what I'm reading right there? From Western
Yeah,
Australia?
that's right. In Perth, in Western Australia. I sort of hung up. I got to head off to work soon. It's approaching time to get ready for it. Sunday morning, just sitting back watching this.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Just called. So I've just been on a bit of a road trip around the state. We're in a sort of lockdown, or not quite a lockdown, but they've isolated the state, so nobody can come in.
Right.
And that's. But we've got a big state, so it's easy for us.
Well, I heard you guys didn't one of your cities get locked down again? Which one was it?
Yeah, that's right. Melbourne and
Melbourne. Yeah.
Melbourne's got it quite bad, so they've closed Victoria down. New South Wales is going that way, but here in the west, we've stopped anybody from coming in.
Really?
And if they do come in, they've got to go through a 14-day quarantine period.
Really? So is it getting bad again, or are you guys just taking no chances, kind of a thing?
Yeah, no. Here in the west, we're pretty good. With the only cases we've got are those that have come in and they've been in that quarantine period. So there's no communicable cases been reported. All our pubs and that have all opened up now. So we're not doing too bad.
Have you seen what the hell's going on here in the States? Can you believe it? Ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Can you say that again? I'll just turn my volume up a bit.
I said, can you
There we
believe
go.
what's going on here in the States? It's ridiculous.
We see the numbers coming out of there, and it's just mind-blowing.
Isn't it? I mean, what was it,
I don't know.
77,000 or something like that? Today's number was like, for the States, it was 77,000 cases or something like that. That's just
Yeah,
too
we
many.
were concerned when it was getting into double figures.
All right. So you got to go to work today. It's Sunday morning for you.
Yeah, that's right. No, I had last week off, so I sort of take some time off, but you've got to work the weekend to make up for it.
No, nice.
So yeah,
Nice. All right, man. Well,
yeah,
thanks
we just did a bit of a road trip. I think we covered a couple of thousand k's.
Wow.
Yeah, that a lot of it was in the outback. It's school holidays over here at the moment, and in the winter time and school holidays, they
It's winter time. Isn't that adorable, guys?
yeah, everybody heads north though. So all the
Oh, really?
coastal towns up north are all packed with school kids, and going north for us is going into the warmer areas. When it was 25, I think, during the week in some of the places we were in, which is quite a nice sort of temperature.
Right, right. Well, what is nice? Like, is that like 50 degrees? That's Celsius, right? I mean, he doesn't. They don't
Yeah,
use
25. I think that's up around the 70 to 80.
degrees, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really nice.
Oh, yeah.
For you, for wintertime? That's fantastic.
Yeah, it doesn't get too cold here. I think here in Perth we have, from what it sounds like, it's much like your San Diego type weather.
Oh, okay.
So we don't get snow here. Our closest snowfield is in Victoria, so that's
Wow.
a few thousand k's away.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on one second. Jesse, the dog's farting around with something, by the way. You're on mute, but she's farting around with something. Sorry, I literally can see the dog in the background farting around with something. So no, I'm honestly, Chris, this is interesting. So I didn't know that Australia had that, where like part of it didn't get winter. I had no idea about that. I just thought, I mean, it's not that big of a continent.
Yeah, no, we get winter, but it just doesn't get that. There's a place down south. It's Bluff Knoll. It's 1,000 meters high, and that may get some snow in the winter time, but it's not like a snowfield. You only get a dusting on the top of the hill.
Mm-hmm. And so you get out into that. So I forgive my lack of knowledge here. So you're Western Australia. So is that like total outback? Is it more rough outbacky, less cities kind of a thing? Western?
You could say that. Yeah, there are the cities, but yeah, once you get out of them, I guess 100 kilometres from the cities, and there's probably half a dozen of those up and down the coast. But certainly towards the interior, it's outback type stuff.
Really? Oh, that's my bucket list. Australia is my total bucket list. Just my total bucket list. I want to go to Australia and go cash in Australia.
So one of the things that I hear is people want to drive everywhere across Australia, and Australia is almost about the size of the United States. It's about 85-90% of the size of the United States.
Yeah, we forget because they make it so tiny on the globe.
Right.
So tiny. Yeah.
Yeah, for me to get out of the state, so I'm in Perth, so my closest crossing would be Eucla, and that's like about 2 days drive away. That's
Really?
just to get out of the state. And if I head up north up to Kununurra, which is still in the state, but it's at the very top of Australia. That's about a 5-day to a week's drive.
Wow.
Yeah, Western Australia makes Texas look small.
Well, here, GSM Times 2 says, yesterday Australia had 206 new cases. 206.
Yeah,
I think my county had more than that yesterday.
And that's all in the east, in Victoria and New South Wales.
Really?
So I think here in the west we might have had, I don't remember, it's single digits, but it's only people that have flown in. They've come back for work or something.
Mm-hmm.
They've got permission to come in, but they've got a isolate in a hotel room
Hmm.
for 14 days, and now we've started making it so they have to pay for themselves.
Hmm. And hey, Chris, have you ever been in the States? Ever been to America?
I have, yep. My son got married over there back in 2011.
Where were you?
He went to Vegas to get married,
Oh, nice.
which is the sort of thing you do. So yeah, we had a bit of a trip there in Los Angeles, and then we drove out to Vegas, and then caught a flight up to San Francisco, and then drove down the coast
Oh,
from
beautiful.
San Francisco back to LA.
Did you at least hit a couple of caches along the ET highway?
He
No,
was
not on
by
the
the
ET
ET highway.
Oh.
We went out to the Hoover Dam and got one out there,
Uh-huh.
and I wanted to get one in Arizona, but I think the closest Arizona one to the Hoover Dam was about 20 k's away, so we gave that one a miss and headed back. It was a while, but yeah, I've got a few out that way, so it was a good trip.
So you flew 24 hours to see your son get married in Vegas.
Oh, it was more of a holiday, I think. it was one of our cheapest weddings.
Yeah, of course. Was it an Elvis Presley wedding?
Yeah, I was going to ask if Elvis.
Star Wars.
Oh,
Star Wars. Oh,
that's fantastic.
So we had Darth Vader doing the ceremony.
Oh
so,
my
yeah,
God!
oh yes.
If I had my way, Chris, if I had my way, that's what it would be. Yes. Oh, yeah. I wanted to name Toby. I wanted to name Toby Anakin, for Christ's sake. My ex-wife wanted me. That's why we're not married anymore. Because now he's just Toby. Wow, that's awesome, dude. And that's
anyway. I've got to get going, otherwise I'm going to be late for work.
No, go to work by all means. Good Lord.
Nice to chat. Nice to chat, and I might call up again some other time.
Please. Hey, you sound great. Is it easy to use? The web?
Yeah, I was not quite sure. I had to plug the mic into the computer, and hopefully it worked when it come on. But it's quite easy to use, and yeah, it sounds pretty good.
You sound great. I'm sure the chat room agree. You sound great. All right, Chris, go to work. Thanks for calling in, buddy. We appreciate it very much. Be safe. Okay.
Okay, catch ya.
Okay, bye. I love when the out of the country calls come in, Chad.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I have a Star Wars wedding, Chad. Oh, if I had my way.
Oh boy, yeah.
Yeah, that's always been my bucket list. Has always been Australia. That's always been the cache anyway. The cache has always been Australia.
Well, there's two continents that I haven't been to. That's Australia and Antarctica, and there's only one of them that I really, really want to go to. And I think people can guess which one that is.
You want to go to Antarctica?
I would only want to go to say that I've been there.
Yeah, I mean, you got to step. There's only two continents you haven't stepped foot on. Chad, you got to get on the ball here. You got to step on two other continents. I mean, yeah. I know I will never step on all the continents. I'm not going to come close. I'm fully aware and I fully accept that's not going to happen. But you got a shot at it, dude. I mean, you have a relative shot at it. You can do it.
Try. If I hit the lottery, I'll definitely be doing it. But so I'll definitely be going to Australia at some point in the future, anyways. But if I got complete disposable income, I might do a trip to Antarctica just to do a trip to Antarctica.
Poor Cody dog. Cody was going to take a trip to Alaska from Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
This year, so because he had a little extra time, so he's like, I'm just gonna hop a plane in Seattle and fly over to Alaska. So,
well, that's the way I'll do it right now.
That got bonged for the poor kid. So, yeah.
It used to be, I would say, I tell people the only way you should ever do a trip from Seattle to Alaska is on a cruise, and now I'm like, nope, do a plane. So screw the cruise. No, do a plane.
Yeah, I don't know. I will ever get to. I don't know if I'll ever get to Australia. Maybe someday. Maybe once the kids got to be. We got to be retired. The kids got to be grown up and all that. I'd like to go to England first. I really want to go to England. That's first before I go there. That's my. If I'm gonna go overseas, I want to go to England.
Any particular place in England?
No, just London and see. always wanted to see England. See, I'm sure it's gonna look just a lot like this.
It looks pretty much what you would expect, I think.
Yeah, and that's
So
I'd love to see that with my own eyes. You know. And then I'd love to go to Ireland. Ireland. I'd love to go to Australia and go hike some of that and do some of that. I mean, if I had a disposable income, I mean, frick, go to Scotland and freaking,
oh yeah,
you know, do all that stuff.
climb some hills and
Yeah.
and you'll be saying there can be only one.
Right. But unfortunately, I don't have a disposable income at the moment. So I have children. So,
Yeah, I know what that's like.
yeah. So. All right. Anything else, guys? Anything else? What's the chat room they're talking about? I have no idea. I haven't been paying any attention to the chat room. Have they brought up anything interesting? Great calls today. Thanks for the calls, guys. Appreciate the calls. Is Cody Dog still on the? Yeah, there he is. He's still watching. I haven't talked to Cody. I haven't talked to Cody in like days. Cody, you FaceTimed me the other day, like in the middle of a baseball game, so I couldn't answer it. By the way, what did you want? Did you want anything or just to bug me? Cody, call in. I haven't talked to you in days, and you didn't. You tried to legit FaceTime me, Chad, at a baseball game. FaceTime me at a baseball game. Yeah, he's like my child, like my children.
So I don't FaceTime.
Yeah, he's like FaceTime me at a baseball game. I mean, my kid, my Shane likes to FaceTime me. He FaceTime my 9-year-old FaceTimes me. My 9-year-old and Cody FaceTime me. Yeah, he's doing dishes. That's what he's really doing. Call in, Jesus Christ! You can't call in when you're doing dishes. Really?
Those dishes will wait.
They'll wait.
You can drain the water and put more hot water in there.
It's his chores. He has to do his chores.
Oh.
It's his chores. Yeah. So what's Jesse's coming back in here. Maybe the dog made a poopsie.
Oopsie.
This is the joy of the Saturday nights, guys.
Oh, well, she's hanging up the leash.
Jess, did we get a poop? Hey, we got a poop. We've got a poop.
Did you collect it?
We've got a poop. We've got a poop.
What'd I miss?
Did you collect it for Cody to examine it?
Yeah, give it to Cody. He likes poop.
I collected it for the garbage man.
Cody likes poop.
Gross.
Yeah. What'd you miss? No, we were talking to Chris about Australia. That's all. Nothing much. So the dog's okay? She finally pooped?
Yeah.
I can't hear you.
She's good.
Wait, I got a call coming in here. Okay, hold on. Hello?
Yeah, what?
Hello? Dude, they're tearing you apart in the chat room.
I know it. Doesn't help that you're egging them on. Okay, so we have to leave Yoko at home, and then we'll go to Australia. It'll be better than here. We just gotta find a way to get to Australia. I'm not sure we can get a visa from the United States.
No, probably not. You think Jessie would let me go to Australia without her?
Someone's gotta take care of the kids.
I only have one.
And the dog?
Yeah, the dog's part of the family. It's a kid.
Right?
So, but I don't think we're even allowed to fly over there right now without some like major business needs, and then you're going to be quarantined.
Find a way. If you were to go through England, I'm sure you could probably find a way.
You can't, but to sneak in. I don't want to sneak into Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then when you get there, you have to quarantine for 14 days.
Right.
Darn.
That's like the whole trip.
No?
Right. Well, no. Then you stay another 2 weeks after that.
Oh, yeah. So,
Yeah, exactly.
My work will love that.
Boom.
What's
a whole month in Australia.
Wait,
Make it rain.
what's Wednesday's topic? It's one up me. I can't make me work.
Oh, if you could change one thing about geocaching?
Change one thing about geocaching, UDAC. That's the show.
Yeah.
That's-
Did you guys talk about the bourbon and barbecue bluegrass.
You were
Geotour.
going to be looking it up,
checking in on it.
Okay. Well, I have it
and then you
here.
ran off with the dog.
All right. Well,
Let
that
us
was why I was
for a
asking.
poopsie.
Because we can talk about it. I have that information here. I'm ready.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know if maybe you
Breakfast
had.
in the Blustery Burbs.
No, not Breakfast in the Blustery Burbs.
The one that's in
It's in Kentucky.
the Kentucky one. Kentucky.
Yep.
Kentucky. Yes.
So it has been temporarily postponed / archived. However,
Right.
yeah, the event.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not disabled, archived.
Well, no, it does say temporarily disable listing.
Okay.
Probably so you can still see it on the map, I'm guessing. But the event is not going to happen. But it does say, okay, it says, we are regrettably postponing, in parentheses, archiving, this event in the interest of the health and safety of geocachers and the broader community. Sorry. We will be hosting a bigger and better Geotour celebration event in 2021. When that event goes live, we will make an announcement on this event to let you know. The Geotour... Who's calling somebody? The Geotour will still go live as planned, but with no organized geocaching social event. Free geocoins, we will honor our promise. For each geocacher who completes the 5 geocache Geotour, oh, so there's only 5. By Sunday, August 16th, you will still get a free special edition Geotour
What is
geocoin.
the dog barking?
I don't know. Soon a form will be available on this website, bbbgeotour.com. On the website, information about the tour, the community, and swag will be made available soon. If you have questions,
Why
message
would I
us.
want swag?
So we can go there, find 5 caches, and still get the coin by August
The special
16th.
coin.
Yeah.
Cody's still there, UDAC. Cody, you still there?
Absolutely.
He's still there. UDAC says, one thing to change about geocaching. Tough to narrow down the list. I know. You got to make it a good one, man. You want the elusive coin. I don't have to hold up. The elusive coin or
Bye.
path tag.
So they have so they only have 1 day. Because it looks like the tour goes live on the 15th? Can this be right? The tour is supposed to go live on the 15th, and they have until the 16th to find the 5 caches and claim the coin.
They only have the weekend, so yeah.
1 day, yeah.
1 day or 2 days.
So there's still going to be an event because people are still going to be going there.
It's just not enough.
It's just not going to be an
Air
official
quote.
event, but there's still
They
going to be
can't
people
get
there.
Sued, basically,
Yeah.
more or less. Yeah. Okay. Well, we're still not going, so that's relevant. Cody.
Yep.
Why did you FaceTime me during a baseball game the other day?
Because I didn't stalk you first.
What did you want? Whoa! He's sidelining.
I think he just got possessed.
Hello? Hello?
That was
I
weird.
think he died. He just
I had
been caught
this is-
terminated.
This is the weirdest thing I've ever had happen to me. I can't remember how long ago it was. I think I must have been trying to call you, Scott, because
Wait, hold on. Hold on. Call back. Let
Okay.
me bring him back.
all right.
Hi,
Tell him
are
that.
you alive?
Yeah, I don't know what that noise was. That was weird.
That was the devil.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay, hold on.
I
Just
have no idea what that was.
now Jesse's telling a story. Go ahead.
Okay. So I was calling you, Scott. And I dialed I didn't even dial your number. I I have you programmed in my phone and I called you and a woman answered the phone.
Oh, busted.
And I was like, "Hello?"
Don't.
And she's like, "Hello?" And I'm like, "Who's this?" She goes, "Well, who's this?" And I'm like, "Is Scott there?" She's like, who is this? I'm like, I'm so confused. I'm like, I'm just trying to call my boyfriend. I called his phone. You're answering the phone. She's like, no, this is my boyfriend's phone. I'm like, what? What is going on? Turns out the lines literally got crossed.
Yeah, I've had that happen
I've
once.
never had that happen. It was The weirdest thing.
How'd that make you feel, Jess? Were you sad?
I was very confused. But her boyfriend's name wasn't Scott, so I knew it wasn't you.
Oh.
Hold on, I have to yell at the dog.
Oh, fun. So what's up, Cody?
Yeah, I'm outside, taking in the heat.
It's way too hot, dude. Way too hot.
It is way too hot. I can't believe you guys sat in a baseball field.
Dude, I
today.
sat through
It was-
two games. Two, dog.
It's way too much.
Yeah. For
It's
the
better
record,
now.
Chad, what you don't know is Cody doesn't sweat,
I don't.
so he'll die.
So do you just
I
stick your
it over
stick
to-
your tongue out and go
Yeah. Do you
like a dog? You know,
can you
put the heat out through your tongue.
can you let the heat out through your
Right.
tongue? He doesn't. I've never.
Yeah, it's
Chad, I've known him for 10 years. He's never sweat.
Wow.
Never. Doesn't sweat.
no, yeah. And I think you've only seen me bail once or twice.
You bailed on me
Where,
once.
like,
No. Well, yeah, we went caching and Cody's like, I tap out. I'm tapping out. It was a real hot day. It was a super hot day. And we were in Bussy Woods. He's like, I'm tapping out. It's too hot. I'm like, come on, Buss. He's like, nope, it's too hot. He's like, I don't sweat. I can't. Like, he can't like let the heat out. So it's like he overheats.
Wow.
Yeah.
He tapped one time on a bike ride too, on a bike trail
He tapped on a bike ride
with me
with you
and you,
Oh.
the three of
And
us.
you? When was that? I don't remember that one.
Yeah, I think I've done it twice. And I drink enough fluids. It's not like I'm not drinking enough fluids.
It's just,
I don't know.
doesn't sweat. Doesn't sweat.
I definitely don't have that problem. I've got the exact opposite problem.
Dude, I sweat like sitting here. I sweat.
Exactly.
Scott looks outside and sees the sun and starts sweating.
I hear you.
Everybody who knows me will agree with her completely.
No, that's the same.
As always, every summer I have a sweat towel in my pocket at all times.
Right. I'm the same way. I'll be out caching with a bunch of friends, and I'll be drenched, and everyone else is dry. And it's like, you assholes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Dude, when I lived in the and I've been like this I started this sweating thing about 21, 22 years old. It was like that's when my final hormonal kicked in, I guess, and that's when it started. And like I would be sitting and when I lived in the fraternity house, we had no AC. It was a summer of 95, and that was like the hottest summer on record in Chicago at the time. It was ridiculous. And I had no air conditioning, and I would literally change my t-shirt shed 3 times a day because I would sweat through t-shirts. Like they would just be drenched with t-shirts.
I started it when I moved to Houston. So I was 25 at the time, and it was like something about the humidity in Houston. My body just, so whenever it felt the heat level, it's like I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah.
My skin just goes.
And the problem, well, hold on, Jesse, really quick. UDAC's like asking a bunch of questions. Was this was a long time ago, wasn't this? Was like years,
Oh yeah, this was
first
years
started
ago.
It was like first started dating, wasn't it? Was it?
Yeah,
year?
years ago. Yeah, like we were still new enough that I was like questioning what was going on. Like, like who is this really answering the phone?
Right.
What is who?
Is this man
Yeah.
I've been dating?
Yeah, it was very early on in our relationship.
So I've always like it was so I've got Jesse. Okay, Chad. Jesse, this is the problem in our marriage. Let's get real here. So Jesse is comfortable in 85 degrees. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was 90 degrees out with the breeze today, and I was in heaven. It was perfect.
I'm crying. I'm sweating. And she's like, no, this is great. She's like, you're crazy. I'm like, I'm not. She's like gaslighting me. I'm not fucking crazy. It's hot, right?
No, it was perfect today. There was a breeze. It was absolutely perfect.
Now 85 with a breeze, especially in the Midwest, I'm fine.
Oh,
As long as I've got shade.
It was really, really muggy today, though. But that's what I grew up
It was-
in,
It was not okay. It was not okay.
thank you. Thank you.
No, but I grew up on the East Coast. It's very humid there. That's what I'm used to. Like, August, summer.
But Jesse,
It's hot and muggy.
Jesse would have the house at 76 if I let her, Chad.
Yes,
Oh no, that's not all right.
76. God,
it's too cold in here
It's too
tonight.
cold. It's like 72. I settled for 72. This is the fight.
Huh.
I settled for 72.
No, that's we keep ours at 76 here.
Oh, get the F out of here.
Oh, I would be
Oh,
very
no.
happy with that.
That's insanity. Insane. I grew up in 68 winter, summer, 68 degrees. It was always 68.
No, that's too cold.
No, that's what I grew up in.
That's way too cold.
No, that's what I
Way
grew
too
up in.
cold.
And my father knew if you fucked around with the humidifier. He's like, "Who touched it?" He knew immediately. He knew immediately. Because my sister used to like, touch it when he wasn't looking to put it up a couple notches. Yeah, but yeah. See, I'm like Ian. I could be sitting.
72 or 20 degrees Celsius is where it's at.
And Cody's known me for a good 10 years. Cody, am I a sweater?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Do I sweat a lot if we're out caching?
You get moist. You do.
He said the M word.
He said the M word. Yes, I am a sweater.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yep.
And it's been that way since I was in my early 20s. Yep. Always been that way. But what are you gonna do? I mean, I can't change.
Whatever.
But it's tough when you have a wife who's like, we walked in the house today and she's like, "Oh, it's too cold in here." I'm like, "Are you insane? Like it's 95 degrees outside," and she's like, "It's too cold in here." I'm like, "No, you just walked in from 90 degrees." Yeah. What's the dog doing? What are you doing? Did you throw her in her cage?
No, I got pulled a toy
being
out of her
naughty.
cage, but I had to get in. I had to get in the cage to get the toy because it was way in the back.
Okay.
Are we at 15 pounds yet?
What are we at, Jess?
No, not yet.
What was she at last time we were there?
You went. What was she?
I don't remember.
5 foot, almost 14, I think.
But she's taking a couple of big poops, so she's probably back down to 12.
Yeah, that's 2 ounces, right?
So yeah, I don't know. So it's hot in Chicago. It's brutal out. Jesse likes it, and this is the problem. Like, what do you do? What do you do? Well, Chad? Where's that common ground? When you have a wife that likes it like 76 degrees in the house, and you like it 68 degrees in the house, where's that common ground? Like, here's the thing, Chad. Okay,
In my house, apparently the wife dictates it.
but here's the thing. Is that I always tell her I can't take off more, like unless I'm new.
All right.
Like you can put on things. You can put on a sweatshirt.
But I do that. I sit here in the summertime in sweatpants and a sweatshirt and a blanket.
Right. She legit,
and I'm
Chad.
still-
We're in bed. She's legit sleeping in sweatpants and a sweatshirt.
Mm-hmm.
In July.
Ugh.
In July.
Oh, my wife's still got 2 layers of covers, a sheet and 2 layers of covers on her in the summer, and it's like, are you fucking nuts?
I don't get it.
And then but then the winter she keeps it down at 65.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And it's like I'm freezing
I
my
would sleep like
my
a
boys
baby. I would
off.
sleep like a baby in that.
And she's like, just put more clothes on. Put more clothes on. It's like,
but
I
what's
do
wrong with
not want to be smothered.
No, dude. Like that's the problem is that you can't find that fine line because, like, I can't sleep hot. I can't be hot and sleep.
But happy wife, happy life. So the thermostat winds up being dictated by my wife.
76 degrees.
Thank you.
Now here's the thing, though. Hold on. Now here's the thing. All the kids agree with me. They're all on me. So like all the kids are like, it's too hot. Even her son is like, it's too hot, Emma. It's way too hot. So I have the kids on my side.
Oh, especially upstairs. It's got to be twice as hot upstairs.
Yeah, and not only that, but remember, Cody, the kids like Shane and Cam, they're on bunk beds, so they're like up higher.
Hmm.
So
Right.
they're like doubled. Yeah, I need the cool sleep. I can't have the hot sleep. Jesse likes it hot, apparently.
Yes.
Yeah, 65 is too cold. Too
No,
cold.
no,
I don't want to be
I wonder
wearing.
why that is. I wonder if like my parents didn't let me run around naked when I was a kid. They always bundled me up when I was a baby or something.
run
You
around
know,
naked
makes
now.
you wonder.
Go ahead, feel free.
No,
I welcome it.
I'd be too cold.
I'll turn up the heat if you run around naked. We'll go 76 if you nudie dance all around this room. We will go 76 degrees.
Nope.
Oh.
I am all for that. What are people in the chat room? Oh, Dean's saying here it's currently 87 degrees with 67% humidity in Tallahassee.
Let's see what it is
you
here.
have him beat. Let's see if we got him beat.
Let's see what it is
hot out.
currently. It is currently 84 degrees.
What's the
Our
humidity?
real feel is 94.
Ooh, a real feel 94. And
Um,
it is 8:53.
it is 82% humidity.
Oh, Dean, I think I got you beat, buddy.
82% humidity.
Okay, so my at-home weather station says it's 86 degrees outside with a 78 humidity. The real feel is 99, and the dew point is 78.
Oh, that's just
Ugh.
Yeah.
it sounds
Ugh.
disgusting.
Our dew point
Oh.
78.
Here you go. Look at Shauna. Husband has the AC 68, and I'm comfortable at 74. You're insane.
Yeah, see?
68
Thank
degrees.
you.
See, there you go. It's a man thing. I'm telling you, 68, man.
74.
I would love 68. I would love it.
Nope. I would love
And I
74.
like when I had my own apartment. Oh my god, it was freezing. It was like a meat locker. It was fantastic.
I would be happy with 72. I would be ecstatic with 72.
70. Chad's like, yeah, please have 72. Don't you sit at home and sweat, dude, in 76 degrees?
No.
Oh my god. Blech.
So when it starts getting up, and the thing about it is, so where I spend a lot of my time is my man cave,
Right.
and
Is
it
Basement?
gets
Is it basement?
no, it's upstairs in the southeast corner, so it gets the heat throughout most of the day.
Oh,
And also my 65-inch plasma TV puts off a shit ton of heat,
to your
which is
sweat.
awesome in the winter. It's awesome during the winter, but during the summer, and I've got a thermostat there that's indoor outdoor, so it reads the outdoor temperature as well. But the indoor temperature, it'll be popping up to 80 degrees in there, and when it's like getting up, and then the AC kicks on and cools things down pretty quick because it's a relatively small room, but it heats up a lot. And it's like as long as I've got the fan on, I'm pretty good. But occasionally it's like, when the hell is that AC gonna kick on? It's like I need the air conditioning to start blowing.
Yeah, Bree says it's
He needs a personal unit. He needs a personal AC unit.
Bree says it's a girl boy thing. I was never allowed to run around in less than a spaghetti top and shorts. My brother ran around in boxers. Same with the hubby. He'd run around naked, but I can't. Yeah, see, I like it, man. I tell you, man, it's awesome. Cold is the best way to go, man. Oh God,
You could always
96.
put more on. You could always put more on.
Right, you could always put clothing on. Exactly. That's what I tell Jessie. She doesn't listen to me. She doesn't listen. Jessie, like,
But I do.
she
And
gets angry.
And I'm the same way at work. In my office, I have a vent that blows cold air right over me. So in the summertime, I have my space heater going under my desk,
Space heater in the summertime.
and I have to wear like long pants and long sleeves to work. And then I go outside, and it's 90 degrees outside. I'm like dying because I'm overdressed outside, but I'm freezing inside.
Okay, so it's 95 right now with 25% humidity.
Oh, that's nothing. Nothing.
Oh, that's enough.
Yeah.
You can go outside and you could breathe in that, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, so like I said, that's one thing. While the temps get high here, at least the humidity
Right.
is
Jesse
low.
Jesse lived. Where'd you live, Jess? San Diego? Is that where you lived?
I lived in San Diego for a couple of years. Yep.
Yeah, and she said there was never any humidity there.
No, it was like the perfect weather.
It was just heat.
Right. But I grew up on the East Coast where it was, like what we have here today. It was high humidity, high heat, muggy and
It's moderate humidity. Trust me. When I lived for 20 years in Houston, and it's like, no, until you're sitting there 99% humidity day in, day out for
yeah.
6, 7, 8 months straight, and that's oppressive.
But why would you? It's like Arizona. Like, God bless.
Because there's no state income taxes, dude.
I know, but like Arizona people, they live in a desert.
Yeah, I would love it there. Are you kidding?
I know you would. Oh my God, Jesse, that's like Jesse
now-
lives in the wrong vicinity of the planet.
Yes,
Well,
I do.
Now
I'm freezing
Arizona,
right now.
though, you get 115-degree temps, though.
Right,
So even though you don't have any humidity, once you start getting up like 115 degrees,
Yeah.
that's fucking hot.
dude, Chad, I've been to Arizona once in my lifetime. Once. And it was 110 degrees in the shade. And I vowed never to step foot in that state as long as I live again.
Now that's
110
now,
degrees in the shade.
now that's the cool thing about in arid climates. When you actually get in the shade, you feel it. Houston, you'd go in the shade, like, yeah, no difference.
I don't know. Jesse needs to live in she needs Arizona. We cannot.
No, I'll take Southern
We
California.
can't retire to Arizona, babe. I can't do Arizona.
Okay, how about Southern California?
Southern California, where? Like where? How can I afford
Like
Southern
San Diego,
California?
San Diego area.
can I
Have you ever
afford
been to
food?
San Diego?
What?
Have you ever been to
I'm
San
assuming-
Diego?
No, this might.
I'm assuming it's expensive.
San Diego's turning bad.
Pretty what? What'd you say, Cody?
I think San Diego's turning bad.
Turning.
Well,
bad?
I don't mean like downtown San Diego, but I mean like that
it's not.
vicinity.
But then they have to root for the Padres.
I
No,
like
I would never
San
root for the
Diego,
Padres.
but I'm not retiring in California. So I mean,
Earthquakes. I
no, I don't care about the earthquakes. It's the state income taxes, the cost of living, everything else. I'm retiring someplace like Tennessee.
I was just gonna say we need to go to Tennessee because the weather is not awful there,
It's more of a temperate weather zone.
yep.
You know.
and they don't have state income tax, right?
They do,
Or they
but
don't, or what do they
but
not have?
but
Sales
it's only
tax?
I
Something.
don't know.
It's
got-
low. I
But
know
the
it's
state
low.
income tax is relatively low. The cost of living is pretty low. You add everything up, and it's a moderately cost of living, much less than it is out here in California. So
Agreed.
that's that's my current plan. So when I hit the lottery. Everything depends on hitting the lottery.
And how often do you play?
That's your.
I
retirement?
don't. That's the problem.
Well, so there you go.
Your whole retirement depends on you hitting the lottery.
No, it doesn't. But
I'm
there's
gonna try my best unless I win the lottery.
there's a figure that we have to hit that my wife and I have discussed, and which will not be divulged. It could be, I think it can get there in 10 years, but my wife thinks it's 15 years, which I'll be right at Social Security age at that point. And it's like, I want to retire while I'm still mobile.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, hopefully, we can get to that amount.
Yeah. I mean, my guess is
Soon
I'll
enough.
retire when nobody will hire me anymore. I guess that's probably pretty much when I'll be done.
When you're forced.
When I'm forced to retire. Yeah.
Oh,
when nobody
yeah.
will hire me.
Retirement.
What, Cody?
What's retirement? What is that word?
I know. Well, yeah. But
Well,
it's scary
yeah.
that I'm getting to that age where I'm like I'm at the upper half of my career, now where it's like, yeah, I still have a good 10 to 15 years left, but the bulk of it's probably behind me.
Right.
My career.
And Cuddy Dog's like, what's the Social Security thing? It's like, don't worry,
Don't
you
worry,
won't
you
get
won't
it.
have it.
You won't have it.
It sounds awful, but I'm already coming to terms where I'll have to die at my desk.
You'll die at your
I'm already
desk.
coming to that term.
No,
Yeah,
I've
but here's the thing though. I mean, you've been working. Have you been collecting like retirement and all that and all this time? What do you-
Yeah, I mean, I've got a fund set up already, but I still don't think it's going to be enough.
You never know. Depends. Well, your parents don't make
You
much.
just
How the market and stuff is going, it doesn't look good.
Right.
Hashtag millennial. I joined the market when it was the recession. Here's
Yeah.
another recession. It's just like it looks rough.
Yeah, and you're not going to get, your parents aren't loaded. You're not going to get money from your parents when they
Well,
die.
right, and you have all the boomers that are going to absorb a huge chunk of Social Security because they're living longer.
Oh yeah.
So it's
Oh
just
yeah.
like-
Absolutely. That's the problem, is that with all these advancements now, the boomers are living well into their 80s and they're sucking up all the retirement. All
Mhm.
the Social Security.
Yeah, we're not counting on Social Security for
I think
my age.
I think we'll forget it.
I think we'll get it, but I'm not counting on it. So the number that we have figured out is without Social Security, without dependence upon Social Security.
Yeah.
So the key is having insurance. So I think if in another 11 years and I turn 60, if Intel offers me a package that gives me insurance
Mhm.
to leave,
Then you'll take it. Jesse, didn't yours?
then I'll likely take it.
Jess,
What's that?
didn't your company do that? Your job? Didn't they offer some insurance package for some people for early retirement?
Well,
You're thinking of something else.
I'm not sure exactly what you're thinking of, but I work for a local municipality, and so
Right.
years ago, depending on when you started, like people who've been around 30 years, part of their retirement package through the state retirement funds is insurance. So like I have somebody who's currently retiring this year. He's been there 30 years. He's not even 60 yet. I mean, I think he's only maybe 55. But because he's been there for so long and he has insurance built into his retirement package, doesn't matter. He can retire now and he's good. Me, on the other hand, I've only been there. Well, I've been with municipalities only 4 years, so obviously I don't have any sort of medical or anything built in, so I have to wait.
Yeah.
Chad, if I had to do it again, government.
Oh yeah,
That's what you go into. Government.
30 years ago.
Yep. Government. You can't get fired, Chad.
Can't get fired.
Can't get fired.
It's a suck ass job.
Do I need to convert to the government?
Yes.
Toby, government. I told Toby, I'm like, government. Go to a
Yeah.
government job. You can't get fired. You
Eh,
have
that wasn't that
fantastic,
hard. I could work for CAP or the FDA.
fantastic insurance. You can't get fired. Well, you got it real hard to get fired. And you got great insurance. You get pretty good pay. I mean, Jesse, they pay pretty good. Well, it depends. Some pay very well. Some
Depends on the municipality
but yeah.
and the position.
But keep investing because that stuff will grow, and then it gets to a point where it grows and grows, and
And then it all crashes, and you lose.
and then it all crashes and burns, and you cry, and
My dad lost millions. Yeah.
so.
What are you gonna do? It's money, I guess.
But if you allocate it such a you've got some that are more conservative, some that are less conservative. You can still make it through the rough times without too much of a hit.
Yeah. So Leah says the post office is hiring. Would you go work for the post
Oh
office?
God.
I think
No.
this is and God bless people who work for the post office. I mean, I it's a great government job, but the problem is it still a great government job? I mean, is it like, can you actually? Is it going to go away? I mean, is Trump going to kill it? I mean, there's literally legit talks about Trump killing the post office.
He doesn't have the authority.
No, but you see who he hired as the postmaster? That guy is a Trumper, and he does have the authority.
Don't know that he actually has the authority. So there's talks like he may, but I don't think the post office is going
crazy
away.
Scary though. I mean, to actually go as far as to actually like throw out the post office so you can't have the
So the Amazon can't use them.
Well,
I mean,
no, but if you have
I get about a third.
Yes, and FedEx and Amazon. Hey.
My Amazon packages, about a third of them come from Amazon, about a third come through UPS, and about another third comes through the postal service. So for that last, and it's it's the last mile that on the delivery of those, that's the difference. I mean, I don't think the postal service is getting screwed over by Amazon.
No, I don't think.
No, I don't think so at all. I mean, they have so many contracts with the big carriers, like DHL uses them for their the last
mile.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
the local
we got another
delivery.
caller coming in.
Go
we
ahead.
got 612. Hello, 612. Hello. Hello. Oh, they just left.
So if anyone's abusing the postal service, in my opinion, it's the bulk mail crap.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
Because they pay very tiny amounts and then they shove it out to everyone.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yes. But it's it's funny how this is how spoiled we've gotten as a species, I guess. Like I waited something like 3 weeks or something and I was pissed. I'm like, what the hell is taking so long?
Yeah.
What the hell is taking so long here? I said,
Obviously, you
Like,
don't
what
buy
the hell is
anything through
taking so long?
Banggood.
It's been 3 goddamn weeks. This is where we've gotten into society,
Yeah.
Jeff. And we
It's been 2 days. Where the hell's my package?
Yep.
I tell my kids we used to wait 6 to 8 weeks for something from the goddamn comic book. So much so it'd be something that we forgot that we ordered it. We'd be like, oh yeah, I
Yeah.
forgot about this. Yeah, that's
Yep.
how freaking bad it's gotten. Where we're like, what the hell, man? See, Cody,
I've discovered that people don't know what a self-addressed stamped envelope is.
really?
I mean, we grew up with that, right?
Right.
SAFE or a self-addressed envelope?
Well,
Hey,
so
hold on, Cody. What's a self-addressed stamped envelope?
Stop that. Stop that. Why does it have to come to me?
do you know? Would you know how to make a self-addressed stamped envelope?
No, there's machines for that.
Do you-
A machine for
do you
that?
really- Come on, you must know.
Oh,
What's a
dude.
self-addressed stamped envelope? Do you know?
Yeah, so we use self-addressed stamps at work, but I mean that's all automated.
Okay, so if someone said to you, personally,
Send me
Send
a
me a
self-addressed
self-addressed
envelope.
what would you do?
Yeah, so like you would have to, send an envelope. Right?
Right.
Like you have to figure out if the stamp goes on the left or the right. I honestly can't remember right now.
Oh, my God.
You'd have to Google it.
Oh, fucking millennials, man! I hate your generation so much. I
Oh
hate
my
you.
gosh.
I love you, Cody. I hate your generation so
It's not just millennials who don't know, though. I mean, seriously, they don't. Okay, so with everything going on, I work with the public, and people come in to pick things up. In normal times, they would come in, they would pay for it, they would get their paperwork, and they would go on their way. Well, when we were closed, I mean, right now we're semi open to the public, but we were like completely closed, and
Yeah.
everything had to be done either electronically or through the mail or through our Dropbox. And so in order for people to get their stuff, they would have to give me a check and a self-addressed stamped envelope. I would process their stuff and I would send it back to them. People, you would not believe what I got that people were giving me as a supposed self-addressed stamped envelope. Like, what are you?
Here's my address on the stamp.
Yeah, I mean, I did. I had one person like give me a stamp and an envelope. And I think that they even put like their address in the return address instead of on the to. Or they put our address on the to line. I mean, it just blew my mind that people didn't know what a self-addressed stamped out. Or they're like, well, how much does that cost? How much should I put on it? I'm like, it's just a
One
regular
forever stamp.
envelope.
It's like we don't even have numeric values on the stamps now. It's
Yeah.
like one forever stamp.
Forever stamp. What's up, Ian? How you doing,
Okay,
buddy?
but taking a step back though, every time that I've ever needed this service, I've always gone up to a counter and been like, okay, I need this done, and it gets done for me.
Okay, you're
Yeah.
such a millennial.
So you wait in line for 20 minutes as opposed to being able to stick a stamp on it and toss it in the box.
Yeah,
Well,
here.
what, I'm gonna
wait.
buy a stack of stamps? Like, for no.
Yeah,
like,
why wouldn't you
that's-
buy a stack of
I don't
stamps? I have a stack of stamps. Why wouldn't you buy a stack
Yeah.
of stamps?
You always have stamps on hand.
I haven't used a stamp in 15 plus years.
Oh my God.
So Dean says, make
Hello. Ian.
Hi.
Hi, what's up?
I just want to say
Support
I'm going to
me,
disown.
I'm disowning him. I'm done. Yeah, but you live in Ohio, so it's a little bit different there. What does that even mean? What, are we like some like country bumpkin, like 40 years behind the times people?
Yes.
What are you talking about? I give up. No, you can't. He's not. He can't be in the club anymore. Oh no!
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Here's the other thing that I find hilarious.
What?
People drop their water bills and or other things that need to come to the village in our drop box outside in the parking lot. It's just a big rectangular box and it has a slot in it, and you put your letter or your your water bill or whatever. People literally stamp the envelope.
It's like, can you peel those and reuse those?
I do actually. On the side of my computer, I have a whole bunch of them that I was able to peel off.
It's like it hasn't gone through the postal service, hasn't been used.
Wow.
Yeah.
Idiots. People. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Cody, how do you not use a stamp? Haven't you paid a bill? What do you pay it all online?
It's all online, and if it has to be sent somewhere, Chase Bank does it. They'll
Yes,
do it all for you.
Chase Bank will do it for you. That's
I
right.
didn't know that. I don't.
Oh yeah.
They will do that.
Yes.
But
Yeah,
but
Chase does it all. You go, okay, send it off, and you're like, how many?
Cody, you are
Okay,
the
fine.
laziest MFer I have ever seen.
Yeah,
It's like, meh.
but you have to create an account for it. So for one use items, that's what I don't get. One use items. It's get a fucking envelope.
A
Put a
number 10
stamp on it.
envelope.
Put a stamp on it.
The problem. This is why millennials are the way they are, because like we've made it for them to go, meh, someone else will do it.
See,
Yeah.
but he's fitting the stereotype. See, that's the problem. That's why he can't be in the club. He makes you look bad. Makes us look bad as a collective.
But he is the stereotype. That's the thing. He's the millennial.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. He's like the prototype.
I know. He's like the poster child for like millennial assholes. It says see Cody if you look it up in the dictionary.
Who has never written a check?
Aw, thank
Oh,
you.
God.
Do you know how to write in cursive, Aaron?
Yeah, but okay. So this is a different story. So, I mean, it's a true story. So I remember learning cursive in elementary school, and I'm not lying. I looked at the teacher and I said, "I'm like, what's the point of learning this? This is a dying,
Right.
art or
Yeah.
whatever you want to call it."
Sure.
And she and I'm honest. She said, just sit down and learn it. And I was just like, but we have computers now. And then she walked away, and I was just like, yeah. And so I don't use cursive.
So
Do you sign
how
your
do you-
name?
How do you sign legal documents?
Yeah.
Do you literally write?
You
your name?
can print your name. It's not.
That's your
it's not
signature.
Well, that's Toby. My
Our
15
children.
My 15-year-old son, his signature is printed Tobey. He doesn't know how to do cursive. I told him, like, dude, I got to teach you how to do a signature. That's ridiculous.
At least that's something my son did learn.
It don't matter.
It's like
You can do them
Tobey.
electronically, too.
What'd you say, Aaron?
Signatures don't matter. You can do them electronically too. It's signature.
But when you do
signature
legal
stuff.
things like buy a car
do whatever.
and buy a house,
Car, dude. Did you have to sign your name when you bought a car? What did you write it?
Sure, you write your name. Whatever.
K-O-A-A-R. Oh, Aaron.
Yeah.
Do you have a checkbook?
No, I've never. I had a checkbook when I opened my checking account many moons ago. I was what?
Okay.
Blinky, you get a checking
Shits and
account.
giggles. Has anyone ever asked you for a voided check? I mean, I've been asked for a voided
No.
check before. No.
No, I haven't had that.
Ian, what about you? And you've never been asked for a void? Do you have a check? Ian, you're married with a child. You must have a check. You must have a checkbook. Your wife has to have a checkbook.
Checkbook? Oh yeah, I have a lot of checks. Yep.
Okay, so you write checks.
I don't go through them often, but I do have I have multiple sets of the same checking accounts, checkbooks. So
Okay,
about
and
like
what about
200, and I've had them for 6 years.
what about cursive? Do you know how to write cursive?
Yes, I not very well. I'm very slow at it, but
Oh my god!
but I do have a fancy little. Everybody says I have like a doctor signature. It's literally just a scribble.
Right.
So
Right,
it looks like my name, but it's like a scribble kind of thing.
So did you guys hear the story about the guy who put cat heads as his signature on his license?
What did he? What?
I remember reading this
What?
story. Huh?
He put.
He put cat
Total
heads.
left turn. What are you talking about? Cat heads.
Cat heads. So I remember hearing this story, so I had to Google it real quick. So I'll read it to you. It's pretty short. Here's what this guy said. In 2015, I had to renew my license, and I thought it would be funny to do cat heads as my signature. So I did. For the past 3 years, I just forgot about it unless I had to show my ID, and they pointed it out. They would laugh and say, haha, I can't believe they let you do that. And I would be like, yeah, let me in the bar. I've always signed my name with a regular signature / scribble, not cat heads. This hasn't been a problem until today when I had to sign my mortgage papers. The signing agent looked at my ID and shook his head. He was not amused. I tried to explain that the 2015 Brad never imagined that he would own a house. So the dude has to call the title company headquarters and explain the situation, all while my real estate agent is laughing her ass off. I had to sign 3 cat heads over 30 times.
Oh my God! He had to sign the cat head. No way.
Because the signatures have to match.
Oh,
So
do you have a picture of it? And you have a picture of it to boot.
there you go.
Oh my God! Look, it's 3 cat heads. Oh my God!
Jesus.
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Yep.
So Cody, at least there's that. At least you don't have cat heads.
Right? Well, you know.
Wait.
There's still time for it.
Okay, Aaron. Wait. Hold on. Okay, Aaron. This is what you need to do. How can we get Aaron? Jesse, text Aaron onto this because I want to. Aaron, I want you to go on your computer and come onto this show, and you're going to show us your license right now.
Do you want me to text the link or email the link, Aaron?
Text or email the link to Aaron. You hear me, Aaron? I want to see your license. I want to see if you have a cursive on your license.
You can put your finger over your real name and your address.
What?
I'm not going to show you my scribbles.
Come on, show us.
Text or email, Aaron.
We all want to see it, Aaron. Come on. No one's going to
No,
judge.
I'm not going to. I'll share that with you inside. I'm not going to share that over you.
You won't share it in public. You'll show it in private.
No, I'll show it to you in private.
Oh God. So Ian, do you know cursive? Do you use cursive?
I don't know. I don't use it, but I. The only thing I use it for is my name.
When you sign something.
Yeah, I have to sign my name all the time for work and documents and stuff. Then, so that's it.
Oh, so you actually don't write it. You actually sign it.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, like none of our kids will have a signature, Jess.
Mine does.
Cam does? He
Yeah.
does cursive?
He does. Yes, because
Oh,
he
wow.
sees he does because he sees my signature and he sees his dad's signature, and so he has created his own
signature.
it's not cursive, but it's
C in the scribble.
it's connected letters, you know.
Yeah.
And mine's that way too. I mean, my handwriting is sort of a hybrid, half cursive, half print.
Your handwriting?
My handwriting and my signature. I don't have a cursive J. I have a regular J and regular S's.
I write in uppercase.
Scott writes in uppercase block letters, and it is incredibly messy, and I can never read it.
I've been doing that for freaking 30 years.
And the best part is he can't read it half the time either.
I can't read my own writing. I type everything. I've been typing everything for 20 years. Look at right here. Look at. Can you read this? You ready? I literally wrote this. I literally wrote this 5 minutes ago. What does that say?
Change
Nope.
home charge home mouse.
Charge home mouse.
Only because I know your handwriting.
That's a note to myself.
I got a block what the rest of it says, but
What one thing would you change about Geo? Your handwriting's nice. You have good handwriting.
Hey, Scott.
so I tend to print, but I can write cursive.
Oh, what's up, Ian? Is that you calling me?
No, yeah, I was going to tell you I'm going to get off because I'm driving again. I have a top down.
Oh,
and
my
I don't want to blast you guys out with wind. So,
All right, we'll talk to you, man. Be good.
all right, buddy. Take care.
Bye.
See you guys.
Bye.
So, but my son, who's dyslexic, actually learned how to write in cursive because and it was actually he found it easier to write in cursive. So like he takes notes and everything else in cursive.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for an example of my handwriting.
Of your hand? No, you have nice handwriting. There's nothing wrong with your handwriting.
I have a few different handwritings.
I can always read your handwriting.
I have
Yeah, my handwriting is
here.
horrible. Horrible. You're hiding stuff? Why are you hiding
Well,
stuff?
because I don't know what that is.
Move it. I can't move it. We can't even see it. Oh, that's yeah. You're right. It's a hybrid. Yeah, I'll give you.
Yeah, it's a hybrid.
Yeah, it's a hybrid.
So one of the things the only thing that I changed in my handwriting from say grade school to nowadays was the letter E, because of the way my Spanish teacher in high school wrote her letter E. She basically does a little circle and then a slash through, and instead of doing a singular flow. And I started doing that, and it made it more legible to me. So that's the only thing I changed.
Okay.
I don't write. Let's see. A capital A is like a lowercase a but large, and same with the G. I don't do the C with the extra lines for a G. My capital G is a lowercase g but big.
My lowercase g's are not connected.
I don't think mine are. No, mine aren't either. My lowercase g's look like an S that go below the line.
I don't have a lowercase g.
Here.
You know what my biggest problem is, Chad?
This is
Is when things. Oh yeah, there it is. Yes,
Johnny Lang. I don't know why I was writing. Oh,
My
I was
biggest
writing down
problem
good
is
albums.
when they tell me to not write in block letters.
To not like writing block letters.
I have to write regular. I can't do it. Like I have to really like legit try to not write in caps and block letters. It's very. I have to focus because it's just I'm so used to it. I've been doing it for years and years and years and years.
Yeah, I can't show you that. That's work related.
The need for specific cursive techniques went away when fountain pens. Here's a fountain pen. Speaking of a fountain pen, 5th grade, Jess. 5th grade. My 5th grade teacher, Mrs. Ferris, made us use fountain pens in 5th grade.
Were you learning
How
calligraphy?
old are you? What?
How old am I? This is about the 40s, I think.
Did it have a feather on the end?
No, but it was a fountain pen.
Oh,
Did you dip it in the ink?
No, we didn't dip it.
It had a cartridge.
No, but it had
The cartridge.
had to replace the cartridge. Yeah.
Uh huh. Oh
And here's
yeah,
the
I had pens like that when I was a
We all
kid.
hated it.
Absolutely.
We all hated it and bitched and moaned.
No, I
And
liked
then,
those
like, once we
pens.
got
They-
used to it,
they
it was an
leaked.
awesome pen. It was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I liked those
I
pens.
continued to use it for a while, because it wrote great and it felt
Mhm.
great. I'm a big pen person, guys. but
Okay, so yours actually had a ball in it, though. It looked
Yeah.
like a fountain, but it had a ball in it. I had one that didn't have the ball in it, and the damn thing would always catch the paper, or the ink would run too fast.
I'm a pen connoisseur. I like pen. I like pens that write really nice.
I like pens that
Mm-hmm.
flow smoothly
Yes.
when I'm writing. So I hate pens that feel like they're catching.
Yes, this is a nice one for the record. That's geocaching pen.
It is.
Mhm.
It
Remember
is
I
a
took
nice
one.
one.
Just remember, I stole that one from that waitress. I'm like, I'm taking your pen. This is a
Yep.
pen. She's
Yep.
like, go ahead, take it.
I'll replace it with the
I
bison
signed
tube. Is that what
I
you,
signed
is
my
that what you
name. I'm
did?
like, I'm taking this pen, just so you know. What, Jess? I'm sorry.
Did you replace it with the bison tube?
I did not. Give me something here.
Hey now.
Yeah, I'll give you that one. Oh, what's this? I dislike when I'm in a meeting and I have to wait for someone to type their notes. Oh, before. No, see, I type way faster than I write. That's the difference. That's why people get aggravated
Yeah.
at me, because people are talking to me and I'm looking down and they're like, "Dude,
Mhm.
what are you doing?" I'm like, I'm typing. Just keep talking, because I'm taking
Right.
notes. You know,
Mhm.
on a laptop, I'm like, trust me, I'm listening to you. I'm listening to you. I'm just taking notes.
I've started typing
Yeah.
notes for
You're
meetings.
Guam. Your gross word a minute.
Yeah. So like
Mm-hmm.
I type way faster than I write.
I used to do transcription work, so I type very fast.
What was it? Ooh, Jesse's spilling some tea. What are you spilling? I don't know.
What am I spilling?
I don't know. I don't know what he's talking about there. But yeah, so I'm a note taking. I'm a note type, which is why I say I don't write very often. Like I type everything. Like there was time when I didn't write anything. Like Their typing is so noisy. Oh, my typing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's why my handwriting is so bad, and I don't do it that often. All right. Anything else, kids? Cody, anything else? How's the poop going,
Time for
Cody?
ice cream. It's time for ice cream.
Is it time for what time is ice cream close at? Doesn't it
I
close at
think
9?
ice cream closes at 10.
Does it close at 10?
I think it
I'll
closes.
find
at
out.
Go online and find out what time ice cream closes.
I'll find out.
I'm pretty sure it's 10.
We might need some ice cream.
We didn't get Rona last week, so should we try
10
again?
p.m.
10 p.m. Cody,
Ice cream.
ice cream. Yeah. Yeah. Do you want to go get ice cream? Cody,
Let's go. We got to take the dog.
Cody, do you want ice cream? We have to take the dog though.
I mean, I gotta run out the door now to make it.
What? What was that? I don't know. What?
I have to run out the door now
Why?
to make it on time.
Yeah, you gotta hurry. Well, we'll end the show. It's 9:30.
Yeah, go now. We'll meet you there.
All right. Well, end it. Okay, I'm out.
All right. God. All right.
All right. All right. Fine.
Bye. God.
Bye.
God.
Gosh.
All right, guys. We're gonna go get some ice cream. All right, guys. Join us Wednesday for the One Up Me contest, and it is one thing you would change about geocaching. Guys, think about this. This is for the path tag, the elusive One Up Me contest winner path tag, and something from obviously from Practical Geocaching. So
Wait, do you know that for sure before you?
yes, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Yes, absolutely. So yes, guys. So next week, another show. Hopefully, we'll have a room to explore. Palace of Destiny. So, guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight. It's 9:30. It's been an hour and a half. We're gonna go get some ice cream on this 90-degree day. Chad, let us know how you're doing. Make sure you're good.
Yep.
Make sure you're safe. Be well, Chad. Be well, kid. Swim in the pool. Swim in the pool.
Yeah, I'll probably be doing that tomorrow.
All right, guys. We'll talk to you on Wednesday and then next Saturday, guys. So thank you so much for joining us. We will talk to you guys in a couple of days on Wednesday. So give us a call. Thanks for everyone who called in. Thanks for everyone in the chat room. Hope we gave you guys something fun to do on a Saturday night while we're all social distancing and quarantining. So thanks, guys. We will talk to you guys on Wednesday. Bye-bye.